Good evening, and welcome to DDN Tonight. My name is Ron Cabernet, bringing you breaking news on the crisis in Attica. The President announced today that U.S. ground forces would be added to the ongoing mission in Attica, following a formal request from the Attican government earlier this week. The troops have been deemed necessary to stem the tide of a recent surge in violence across the northern region of that country, perpetrated by the militant separatists known as the Attican Liberation Army. The situation in Attica has further deteriorated as the Attican Liberation Army militants continued their offensive across the northern Attican districts. With us live from El Paso, Attica, is DDN correspondent James Winters. James, what can you tell us about the situation on the ground?
Attican government representatives met with the U.S. ambassador today in a closed meeting, which we believe was focused on the recent defeats of the Attican National Army units garrisoned across the northern region. ALA militants armed with tanks and armored personnel carriers are reportedly pushing south, conquering towns and villages across northern Attica and declaring the establishment of a separate state. U.S. airstrikes against ALA vehicles and positions are appearing to have limited effect in stemming the ALA's bid to expand their patrol in the north, and the Attican Army appears ill-prepared or equipped to handle the threat.
Thanks, James. The Elysian ambassador to the UN made a statement at the UN General Assembly today, categorically denying any involvement in the ongoing crisis and refuting allegations of Elysian military aid to the ALA militants.
The accusations that Ellis has provided any military aid to the Attican separatists is an absolute lie, concocted by the United States and its Attican cronies in an attempt to further trample on the rights and sovereignty of the oppressed Elysian minority in the north of Attica. A minority, we remind the world, which has suffered long discrimination from its Attican overlords, and which Ellis is duty-bound to protect from the genocidal intentions of the Attican government. Make no mistake that further U.S. involvement in the affairs of Ellis and Attica could spell dire consequences for peace. Ellis stands ready to defend those who cannot defend themselves against the imperialist desires of the West.
The ALA website posted a recorded message today promising what they termed swift justice against Attican oppressors.
The ALA will no longer stand in the shadows and accept the evil Attican oppressors as the masters of our destiny. Too long has Attica denied the people of the North their fundamental human rights to live through its denial of the most basic needs and services. We will repay Attican treachery and oppression through the righteous acts of reprisal against their so-called officials and slave masters set to subjugate the North. Long live the Attican Liberation Army, and long live the state in the North.
Stay tuned to DNN for more news and updates for the ongoing crisis in Attica.